Okay, so I'm going to show you how to trace an image that you've probably manipulated prior to importing. The word import, a little misleading. I am going to import it, but they use the word file merge. So here's my project. There's the cutting board. Here's my page setup. I'm going to go up to the file menu and choose this term merge. And from there, I'm going to open up to my folder where I have my file that I have manipulated. I need the tail numbers for the ME262 and they're right here. So I open it and it's kind of huge. So I'm going to just shrink it down to a manageable size. And I'm going to manipulate it down to the size that I want because I know that these numbers are 6 millimeters tall on the model. So what I'll do is I'll make a little box and fit this image into the box, and then I'll know I have the right size. I'll zoom back in on the project, put it here in the center, zoom in a little bit more. Okay, now I'm going to go over to the Create a Box drawing tool over here and make a box 6 millimeters tall. And this one is, let's see, so something like that maybe, 5.91. You can go up and edit the exact values up in the menu bar. Type 6 and enter. And now that box is exactly 6 millimeters tall. Not really important how wide it is. I know the height is 6 millimeters, so the rest of the image will handle the rest of the deal. I'm going to undo. I didn't mean to create that. I'm going to go to the select arrow and select the image that I imported and move it so that it is the correct size. And I got it pretty good, a little bit taller. There we go. Wow, I kind of guessed the width pretty well. Anyway, that's the width we want to work with. I'll zoom in a little bit more to show you where we are. Okay, so I've zoomed in. You can see the box. I don't need that box anymore. The image is the size that I want. So I'm going to select the box and then hit delete. Get rid of it. Okay, now over on the drawing tool, I'm in the design window. And in the design window are some design tools. I'm kind of highlighting them over here. One of them is the butterfly, which is the trace panel. And I'm going to hit trace. I'm going to select the trace area, which is here. Okay, and it's defaults to solid fill. I don't want solid fill, I want outline. So that's its first guess at outline, which is a little too rough. So we have these threshold and scale buttons. It's got filters, which I don't think I found to be that useful, but maybe it's something I just don't know. Because actually I still struggle a little bit with this. But okay, so bring the threshold down to like 25 maybe, and bring my scale up, down to 7. Looks pretty good. So I'll zoom in and take a look at how things are going. Yeah, it's roughly there, and I like it. So let's hit the trace button now, and then I'm gonna still on the select. So I'm just gonna move the image out of the way and take a look at those numbers. The 4 is a little weak. It didn't quite get that corner there, so I'll go back to school here. Hit undo. I didn't like that trace, so we'll remove the trace. Look at this one. I don't know why that 4, but I'll be looking at that corner to see if I can improve its quality there. So there's a little bit better coverage. Maybe bring the threshold down or up a little bit. There, it's got a square. Okay, maybe that's better. So I hit trace again. move that out of the way, and we're there. So like I said, I'm not an expert, but that's generally the game. I'm going to keep improving myself to see how to make it a little more intelligent. But like I said, and this is, learning, doing, practicing, iterating to get better at it.